Networking certifications. While the whole world is obsessed with security certifications, with just entry-level IT certifications at the moment, no one would be able to disagree with the fact of how important networking certifications are. Everything on the internet and the fact itself that we're able to reach the internet, we're able to do so many things, and even I am able to record these YouTube videos and then post them. This is thanks to networking technology. Yes, I agree that there are several applications and etc. that enable us to do it, but without networking, we wouldn't be able to first reach the internet, build up these networking systems where some networks are isolated, such as government networks or networks of internal enterprises. And of course, we wouldn't be able to even talk over the telephone. So networking is something that evolved crucially over the last years, and in this video we will be talking about 5 key networking certifications that you can attempt in order to prove your networking knowledge and obtain a networking credential. When talking about networking certifications, it's impossible to start from anything other than Cisco. It's impossible to ignore how Cisco evolved in the way they present their certifications, in the way they assist the knowledge, and in the way that their certification path is built. So the first certification that we're going to focus on is the Cisco Certified Network Associate. This is the associate level certification at Cisco. This is not the entry level, but rather the second level in their certification path. They have 4 levels. The first is entry level and the second is associate level. And this CCNA exam is at an associate level. Although it's the second level exam at Cisco, many entry level IT technicians, IT people, or people who are not in the IT industry but are striving to get into it, they attempt CCNA first. So CCNA is a beast for you to put this quality mark on your network knowledge. It is crucially important if you see yourself in the networking industry, as a network engineer, as a network associate, as a network architect, or anything with deep network knowledge required. That's why CCNA is your starting point. The cost of the exam is $300 and you are tested on a variety of topics: how networking works, different network layers, OSI network interconnect, if you attempted the networking examination before, you know what it is, and of course how routers work, switching, and basic networking definitions. It is built in a nice way as a multiple choice and performance based and open-ended questions for you to be able to test your knowledge on a different types of questions. The second certification we're going to focus on is Network Plus certification. I myself attempted Network Plus and I passed it. And I think it's only, well, not the only, but key difference from the CCNA, Cisco's certification, is that Network Plus is vendor neutral. So it doesn't depend on Cisco technology or it doesn't depend on any other technology. It's built in a way that it does not focus on a presence of a specific vendor for the certification to be built around. That's why Network Plus is first very good for network neutral environments, and it's very good because it tests you again on a variety of topics. It includes subnets, it includes the IP calculation, it includes all the basic definitions you must know in order to succeed in a networking career path. That's why Network Plus is a good certification. It costs slightly more than CCNA. It costs $338, and it's a part of trifecta. If you get the A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus, it means you're all set, you're all done with the CompTIA entry-level certification trifecta. If you're in between CCNA and Network Plus, I would of course ask you to go for CCNA. Because for some reason, employers, they favor CCNA over the Network Plus, although in my personal opinion, when I looked at the objectives, when I looked at the practice exams, they test you on similar stuff, on very, very similar. But CCNA is referred as a beast. I'm not like coining this word by my own. It's really referred as beast by employers. So in order to earn more brownie points on your side when applying for a job, it's better to have CCNA than Network Plus. Third networking certification that we're going to focus on is called Jupiter Network Certified Internet Associate. I knew about this certification, but after some review and research, I actually found out that it's more popular than I thought it was. It costs only $200 to pass, and it focuses on networking definitions. Yeah, you have the basic networking definitions, and then you have the information related to Jupiter products. It tests you also on Junos OS, so that it allows you to start your certification path in Jupiter data center certifications. I agree with you, it's not as popular as CCNA or Network Plus, but if you can see that in your area or in a company where you want to end up at, Jupiter is the technology that they mostly use, or they use it for their data centers, or this is the certifications that they're asking for in their job requirements, in their vacancy announcements, then obviously try to consider Jupiter networking certification, because this is an entry-level certification and it's considerably cheaper than CCNA and of course than Network Plus. That's why it's a good starting point as well. The fourth certification that I'm going to mention is SolarWinds certification. The exact name of it is SolarWinds Certified Professional. Its cost is $200, same as with Jupiter, but in comparison to Jupiter, it focuses on SolarWinds technology. Some industries like government, state organizations, or accounting firms, we can even take as an example Big Four accounting firms, the EY, Deloitte, and etc., or any other accounting firms, they favor SolarWinds technology over the other vendors. In this case, SolarWinds certification will give you a better chance to land a job with them, because you know the networking fundamentals that this certification tests you on, and also this certification actively integrates the knowledge about SolarWinds technology, how it works, what definitions it uses, what logic it's based on, and etc. So if in the town you live or in the city you live, you don't have any tech companies, any other companies other than like the best paying companies are accounting firms, financial firms, or state organizations, then SolarWinds networking certification is your go-to place. Example is the city I'm coming from. I come from Baku, and Baku has a lot of different multinational financial organizations, along with multinational oil companies, energy companies. So if I am to find a job as a network engineer in Baku, I might as well consider SolarWinds, because there are so many different financial organizations, state organizations that I can find a job at. But there is no office of Amazon, there is no office of Microsoft, and etc. So if I'm there, I might as well consider that certification over CCNA. Of course, CCNA is very good, but still. But if I'm in the UK, my go-to certification for networking would be CCNA, unless I'm considering a job with home office that might be using SolarWinds technology. By the way, I'm fantasizing. I don't know what technology home office is using, but obviously if this is the technology that they're using, you can opt for SolarWinds networking certification. Last but not least, we're going back to Cisco. As we're started with it, we will finish with it as well. So the last certification that I would like to mention is Cisco Certified Network Professional, CCNP. It doubles the cost, it's $700, and you can't do this certification in just one go. My understanding is that you have to pass 2 exams in order to be able to be certified at a professional level of certification path at Cisco. This exam, it's an intermediate level certification, so ideally you're not someone who has no clue about how networking works and wants to enter the industry. Ideally you are someone who has some experience and some basic knowledge about networking and just want to level up your career and level up your knowledge. This is for this sort of people. But Never say never. Even if you have no clue about networking, it doesn't mean that you can't do CCNP. But for you, it will be, of course, harder. It's designed for network professionals. I'm citing what they write on their website, with a focus on more advanced topics such as routing and switching, wireless networking, and network security. It's best suited for individuals who work in complex enterprise environments. So it can be a big enterprise. What can we consider? We can consider something like Bank of England, a big enterprise. It can be Bank of Scotland. They own different banks. They own Halifax, they own Lloyds, or Lloyds owns them, vice versa. Anyway, or Tesco's or Sainsbury's, big supermarket chains. So if this is some way where you see yourself, of course CCNP is a better choice after CCNA or a Network Plus, because this will show employers that you're determined to stay in networking industry, that you started from the entry level, then you continued with a professional certification, and this is where you sort of want to grow the networking industry. And this will make employer believe that you can start in networking and you can grow your career in that specific technical path. This was all for 5 most popular networking certifications. If you think that you can add something to this list, please don't hesitate and leave your comments down below. I am very excited to read your comments, and if you have any questions, again, leave your comments. And you know the drill. Don't forget to enable notifications, subscribe to my channel, and hit that like button for my video. Thank you for being with me today, and have a nice day. Bye!